know we went over this earlier, but what is this?
It looks to me like a flashlight.
It is a flashlight. It's a second flashlight.
So you have 2 flashlights.
And 2 cameras.
Right.
Are we noticing a pattern here?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
In case one fails.
In case one fails. There's no reason why you can't go on your extra appointments or your other appointments. Do not let the failure of one item ruin your day. It can be a small backup tactical flashlight, but do not let yourself in the middle of an inspection go, oh crap, I gotta go out, you know, I can't finish the inspection. Hey homeowner, do you have a really dull, you know, piece of poo flashlight that I can finish your inspection with? Because I didn't come prepared. You know, not a good excuse. Okay. Didn't we go over this earlier too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another card reader. These get misplaced all the time. These little wires here too fray. And sometimes these little pins get bent. Again, you're not going to be able to load it up. That $20,000 dry zone just walked out the door because you weren't able to load those pictures into your iPad and go over them with the customer.
Even worse, trying to show them on a camera.
Oh, that's fun. fun things. Let's go over these. I know we all have the little blue gloves in our car, but if we all looked in those crawl spaces and seen broken bottles, beer cans, metal, concrete, I cannot tell you how many times gardening gloves, simple gardening gloves, $4 a pair, have saved my hands. They are great. They're phenomenal. And also in the summertime when it gets really, really hot in those attics, going through those rafters, these are really great for grabbing onto the rafters where your hands don't feel like they're burning up. You don't get the splinters in them, and you don't get cut up, and you can just throw them in the washing machine when you're done. I've had these about 2 years, and they look brand new. They work great.
Nice.
Yeah, work fabulous. This is a battery. This is a battery backup. These are for your iPhone and for your camera. You can actually get them for your iPad as well. You could use your little charger, and you can actually, that way you're not dead on a scene. Always have them.
That's
Okay.
a good call.
Good call. When you go to the crawl space, what do we always have in crawl spaces?
Moisture meters.
We do. And I actually have, let's put the battery in. Oh, you did? Okay. I really do like this little digital one, about 25 bucks. It actually shows, for those of you who can see it, it actually shows a digital readout that you can take a picture of. The homeowner's not seeing just lights. It actually means something. And you can take a photograph of that, leave your hand away from it, and actually show them what the numbers are. If they want to research the numbers, they can. And you can actually show them on their iPad that information. Snap the little cap on it. Sometimes the pins break, sometimes they bend. Guess what? I have backup one of these too. All right. I also have a hygrometer. Does anyone know what a hygrometer is?
Measures humidity.
Yes. Humidity. 2 reasons this is really good. When we're going in those attics in the summer, it gets really, really hot, sometimes 120, 130 degrees. Take a picture of it. It'll tell you the temperature on there. Show it to the homeowner. Show them how hard their air conditioning unit's working to get the rest of the house cool. The other part of that is it shows them the humidity up there. Show them it's virtually, you know, a rainforest. 40, 45% humidity in an attic. That's not good. When you get in the crawl space, crawl spaces are supposed to be between 45 and 65% humidity. I've been in some crawl spaces that have been 70, 72% humidity. Not good. Take it out of your pocket when you're in a crawl space, set it in the center of it. It'll absorb the moisture. Just take a picture of it before you come out. Works great. And
Love it.
Yep, absolutely
Good
wonderful.
stuff. Good stuff.
When we're in the attic, what else are we supposed to be measuring?
Your insulation for R value.
Okay, how do we do that?
You can use a tape measure. You can use a bunch of different things. But what do you use?
I use a slap bracelet.
A slap bracelet.
It is. It is. For those who may want one, I have a few left. This is just a slap bracelet that I had made. It has a ruler on the back side. Different stores, Five Below, that's how I got this idea, actually have them. You put it down in the insulation, take a photograph of it, you come back up, put it on your wrist. Buy yourself a couple cheap rulers if you can't find these. Stick them in your pocket or use your tape measure. The tape measures are harder to hold and step back from, but these work great. Or like I said, school's in. Grab yourself a couple of them from the dollar store, stick them down in there, and just kind of take a picture of it. And then that way you can do your R value. It's good. It's a conversation piece for later. Yeah. You can also leave them with the kids to play with when they're getting hyper when you're doing the proposal. And there's some other things you can leave with the kids, like coloring book.
So when little Jimmy is running around and you're trying to pitch a nice quadruple bundle proposal for like 12 grand, you just give him a coloring book or your little ruler to play with.
Yep, and let him go to town. Let him play with the coloring book.
Good idea.
Give yourself a few of these
That's a good idea.
in the house. A couple other things winding up, guys. Backup batteries for your flashlights. You know, I mean, come on now. We're a multi-billion-dollar international company. They'll give you some batteries. Just schmooze them a little bit.
They better.
They better. It's always nice to have a couple clean washcloths in your car in the summer, especially when it's really, really hot, along with some hand sanitizer or whatever. Just put them in a Ziploc bag, leave them in the car. You really don't want to go back in that house, you know, running sweat down your face and hands all stinking from the gloves. It's just, you know, a hygiene thing.
Gotta look professional.
Yeah, don't want to shake hands, you know, with your hands all dripping sweat. Attic punches, a lot of them are in people's clothing closets. Take an old sheet. Common courtesy, people. Do not have your ladder sitting on top of your drop cloth. You will slide. Sorry, motion meter. Use your drop cloth, put it over their clothes, and be courteous.
That's a great tip, because every time you got that blown in fiberglass or something like that and you move it,
or the cellulose, it's real bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just fold it up gently, take the insulation with you. The other tip I have is I have a mini roller, lint roller. If a little bit of that insulation gets on the floor, just roll it up off the floor a little bit. It's especially older women. I'm stereotyping a little bit here, but it's true. They really appreciate you kind of, you know, cleaning up the messes after yourself. I am stereotyping, I'm sorry. They appreciate it. You know what I mean? You just clean up the little bit of insulation that falls on the floor. That way they're not dragging out that big old vacuum cleaner for that little spot. And last but not least, I carry an old camera bag. This is my crawlspace bag. A lot of people ask what all fits in it. Everything fits in it. My hygrometer, my moisture meter, my screwdriver, my tape measure, my lint roller, my flashlight or my backup flashlight, my magnifying glass, and my straight edge all fit in here. Okay, it goes over my shoulder. You guys are responsible for your own future, okay? This is my future. This is my today. This is my everyday. This is what makes me my money. This is how I make my living. This is my money bag. You all should have one. This is how you need to take responsibility for everything you do. Put everything you have into this and make it work for you every day. It's all what you have. It's what you need to have, okay? But those are just a few things you need.
That's some great stuff. Let me ask you this question, because I'm sure right now a lot of people are looking like, wow, that's a lot of stuff. Out of all the stuff that you have, what percentage of it did your manager give you, would you say?
Less than 25% of it.
So 75% of the stuff you went and got on your own?
Absolutely. The big items, the ladder. Actually, that flashlight, even though these are Orkin issued now, originally I bought my flashlight. My flashlight wasn't Orkin issued originally. I got a mag light when I started here about 5 years ago. A big old mag light. But no, the gardening gloves, these are things that I've learned over the years that I just learned through trial and error, that I needed something better than what I had, or something that was more substantial than what I had, and just kind of pick stuff either up at home or at the hardware store.
So these are basically all things that you feel that are vital to your career to help get you sales and do proper inspections, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
And basically it's just an investment in your future.
Absolutely. I mean, other than the PPEs and the samples, I mean, the cameras were actually bought off of what is the discount website that everybody goes to. There's just different places. I mean, that you can go to get things. I mean, the thing from Target. One of the cameras was from Target, and social living or something was one of the cameras from there. But I mean, yeah. I mean, it was shockproof, dustproof, waterproof, and it was before we used shockproof, waterproof, dustproof.
Now they're available on Marketplace, so your manager can order that stuff for you.
Yeah, before we ever used them. I originally got a Sony that got locked up. Social living. Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, so
good stuff.
Yep, absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Not a problem at all.
So basically, guys, when you look at all the stuff that Celeste uses when she's doing her inspections, and like I said, she does one of the best inspections I've ever seen in my life. It just helps you put yourself in a better situation. You know, it shows the professionalism to help you get sales, things like that. So I really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Nice job.
I don't do that.
Anyway, so from the Baltimore branch to you guys out there, keep on selling.
Bye, guys.